All right, guys, so we were asked on our Facebook group, how do you do color blocking? So this was the result of one of the fingers. And so now we're gonna go ahead, we're all ready to go with this one. So first what we're gonna do is actually just grab a piece of tape and you're just gonna block off where, making sure they both look the same, where I'm wanting to do the color block. All right, so we got the tape on. It's not super tight, but that's okay. I just wrap it around the finger real nice and tight. Then from there, just gonna grab the base and I'm just going to try not to drown the cuticles and just go right. This is not typically what we'd like to do, go right up to the cuticles, but we don't have a choice here because that's how we have to start the nail. All right, so we're actually gonna use a cuticle scoop for this, and this is just because I don't want my white powder to get contaminated at all because I like it to stay as white as possible. So I'm just gonna pour over, tap, tap, pour over again, tap, tap. Then from here, I'm gonna go ahead and stick it in the UV light. All right, my hand's in the UV light for 60 seconds. All right, it's done, so we're gonna just dust it off. Then it's, all right, we're gonna grab the base, and again, we're gonna come right in here. Usually we don't like to go up to the cuticles, but we don't have a choice, like I said. We're just gonna gently go over the tape. We don't want it to be too much because we still have to take the tape off. There we go. Then we're gonna go ahead and scoop again. Typically we use the dip tray, but because I'm trying not to contaminate, making a little bit of a mess. All right, good. Yeah. All right, we're gonna brush it off. And here's the fun part. This is where we get to take the tape off and hope everything works out great for us. So here, I'm just gonna carefully, that side didn't seem like it was gonna come up, so I'm gonna go ahead and come on this side and slowly peel up. That one didn't come. All right, that's just a little bit of tape there, so I can go ahead and fix that. Okay, so I'll show you. This didn't turn out perfect like that one did right away, so you can, it's because the tape is a little bit glued on the bottom, so I'm just gonna push it this way. And then honestly, just to get it down to where I need it, I'm just gonna file it to make that tape come up and then get that line sharp. All right, so I just wanted to show you, I just came like this. I just kept filing and filing until I got a really nice sharp look. Now from there, we're gonna grab the tape and we're gonna do our next line. Basically what I did on that other nail is I went this way. All right, so the white we just filed, I'm actually gonna stick a top coat on because I don't want any of the blue to smear on there, and I'm just gonna cure it just to protect it because it is gonna get on there, and then I can file it off so it looks white. All right, top coat's on. Now we're gonna do the next layer. We just put the tape right around the tip because I'm gonna shape it just like this, and then we're gonna come in right on the corner and just gently come up. Try not to drown the tape because that's why I had a hard time last time getting off that white separate because I put too much. Perfect. And then we're gonna go ahead and pour this time. I'm still gonna try to miss the white as much as possible just to avoid much cleanup. But I did put that top coat on to protect it. Tap, 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 and UV light. We're gonna go ahead and dust off, ding, 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 ding. And then we're gonna do a second coat again. We're just gonna try to fill in anything. We're gonna fill in anything that we see that's an imperfection right up next to that white, just to layer it in. If the little corners are tough, so I wanna get in there. Right up next to that white, and then in that little corner to fill that little gap, okay? And we're gonna go ahead and go dun dun dun. Usually doesn't look good till you're all done. And you clean it all up. Okay. We're gonna dust it off, and now we're gonna do our next coat. Again, we're gonna just, this will start to level everything out. Okay, UV light, 60 seconds. All right, here's the fun part. Gotta get the tape off. Let's hope this one goes better than the last one. Okay. Oops. Well, that. All right, we just wanted to show you because this one turned out super perfect. The tape just came right off and this side didn't. So I just wanted to show you that we're gonna go through and you can see I'm starting to nip it because the tape's underneath. So not everything turns out perfect. So we're just gonna go ahead and use the tape. Just use these little nippers and keep chopping. All right, so what we had to do is we had to get, the tape was stuck. So we had to get the little nippers and nip all the way with underneath the tape to do that. Then from there, came here, filed to get that a super straight line to fix that. Now we're gonna go, and typically you don't do that, but not everything works perfect. So this is a good example to show in a tougher scenario. Now we're gonna go in here, we're just gonna go ahead and do that end. And I did a little too thick on the white, so it won't be exactly like the other hand, but that's okay. Now we're gonna do the dark blue. Cure it for 60 seconds. Dust off, and now we are going to, I can already tell my lines are not going to be as sharp, but that's all right. We don't want to get on the blue because we don't want it to layer anymore, but we're going to go ahead and just do that second one. After we're done with this, we're going to go ahead and shape, clean her up. And like I said, you can tell it's already not going to be super sharp, but it's all right. The other hand, the tape came right off perfectly, just like it was supposed to. All right, there it is. So we're gonna go ahead, dust that off, and then we're gonna go ahead and file and clean it up. I always like to start off with the sides, get all that as sharp as possible again. All right, so we filed it and shaped it. Wasn't too bad, just got the sides. Now we're gonna go ahead and do a top coat. And then usually, if I need to do any more filing, because if I see any errors after I put a top coat on, I'll go back and fix. Okay, now we'll put in the light for 60 seconds. All right, and there's the finished finger. We're gonna do this nail now.